Hello and welcome to Heather Broadbent's online music studio. In this video, I'll be discussing how to play a C major scale on the piano. So it's very simple. You want to start with your thumb on middle C. We'll start with the right hand, okay? You're going to play C, D, and E, and cross under with that thumb to F, and play your 5 fingers out. So you end on C with your pinky. And then to come back down, thumb on F, third finger crosses over to play E, and there you have it, a C major scale. C major is a very good scale to learn as your first scale on the piano. Why? Because there's no sharps or flats. There's no black keys you have to worry about. So you can easily just play the white keys. So I'll show that to you again. Start with thumb on middle C, play your C, D, and E, cross under with your thumb to F, and play all 5 keys up to C and then back down. After you play thumb, third finger on E. Okay, so that's the 1-octave C major scale for the right hand. Now, first we're going to learn the left hand starting with middle C and going in opposite direction of your right. And the reason why is because the fingerings are the same, and that's the most comfortable way to learn. So we'll start with middle C with your left hand on thumb on middle C. You play your 3 notes, C, B, and A. Cross under with thumb to G, and you play out the rest of your 5 fingers. Thumb on G, cross over with third finger on A, and then you have the C major scale. So I'll do that again. C, B, A, thumb under for G, so only 3 fingers, thumb under, all 5 fingers, back up, thumb on G, naturally falls that way, and then third finger on A. Okay? And then you play your 3 fingers. Now we're going to put the 2 together, alright? So you have your thumbs on middle C, your thumbs right and left on middle C, and you go opposite directions, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then back down, 1, and then cross over with 3. So we'll do that again, 1, 2, 3, cross under with thumb, cross over with thumb. So very, very easy, alright? So you want to master that 1 octave in opposite directions. We'll do it one more time. You want to have it very even, no pauses. Nice and beautiful, okay? So once you have that, the next step, you take your left hand and you move it down. You start with your pinky on the C below middle C. And you're going to go in the same direction, not opposite directions. So this is a little challenging because you have to change your fingers at different times. So for example, we start C, D, E. The thumb for your right hand crosses under to play F. Your left hand plays it just as it falls, so it doesn't do anything yet. Now, you played your F and G. Your left hand third finger has to cross over to play A. Right hand just as it falls. Okay? So it's a little tricky because you have to change at different times. And then you come back down to A. Left hand thumb comes under to play G. Right hand thumb goes over to play E. Okay? So in the C major scale, your left hand thumb plays C and G, and your right hand thumb plays C and F. When you're learning your scales on the piano, it's a very easy trick to just know what keys your thumb plays, and that'll help you with your fingering. Just know what your thumb plays and everything else will work out. So we'll do that again. Okay. So you want to be able to play it even with the finger changing the fingerings. And then once you can do that, the next step is to move on to a 2-octave scale. So let's go back to the right hand, thumb on C, okay? Now you know the first octave, 1, 2, 3, cross under with thumb on F. Now here, instead of playing your pinky on that C, you're going to cross under with your thumb again. Again, thumb on F, all the way up to that C, okay? fifth finger, come back down, third finger on E, fourth finger on B. You ran out of fingers here, okay? So you have to do something. You have your fourth finger on B, thumb on F. Okay, so the pattern is 3, 4, 3, 4. What I mean by that? C, D, E, and then F, G, A, B, which is 4 notes. Cross under again with the thumb for C, 3 notes, and then 4, cross under your with thumb again to the F, and then you have your 4 notes again, okay, with your pinky on the C. All right, coming back down, 3, 4, 3, and you alternate on the way down, 3 and 4, third and fourth finger that crosses over. Okay, I'll do that again. Starting at the top of the scale, 3 for the E, okay, 4 for the B, 3 for the E, okay. The other way to think of it is what note does your thumb play? Your thumb plays F and C, and in order to play F, you have to cross over with that 4 and C, okay. So that's the right hand. Now for the left hand, we'll do the 2 octaves, going the opposite direction first, because it's easier, okay? C, B, A, thumb on G. Instead of playing your pinky as you did in the 1 octave scale, now that we're doing 2, your thumb goes on that C, thumb on G. Okay, and then we'll go back up. 5 fingers, third finger on the A, crossing over. Fourth finger on the D, crossing over. Third finger on the A, brings you back to middle C. Okay, so basically the same idea that we talked about with your right hand, that your left hand thumb plays C and G. So we'll put it together, 2 octaves in opposite directions. Okay, coming down. Third, 4, third finger, and then the thumb. Okay, we'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, thumb crosses under. 4, and then thumb crosses under. Thumb. 3, 4, 3. Alright? Okay, then the 2 octave going in the same direction. You start with your, just like we did the 1 octave in the same direction, you start with your pinky in the left hand on the C below middle C. And you're going to be changing the fingerings again at different times, just like the 1 octave. So here we play C, D, E. Thumb crosses under in your right hand. The third finger crosses over in your left hand for A. Thumb under for C, because your thumbs are on C. Fourth finger for your left hand on D. Thumb on F for your other right hand. Third finger on A for your left hand. Okay, now this probably seems really, really complicated, but it really isn't. Just know your left hand plays on C, left hand thumb plays on C and G, right hand thumb plays on C and F. We'll try it again. Thumb, thumb, thumb. Going down, thumb, thumb, thumb. It'll be very complicated at first, but then once you get it, you'll be fine, okay? Now, an advanced way to practice scales, which is a lot of fun, is to practice in legato and staccato. What we were doing was legato, okay? Staccato is short. Hot potatoes, I say. Okay, really hot potatoes. Now, so you practice your legato and staccato, and then the next step is to do one hand legato, the other hand staccato. And when you first do this, you want to start on going opposite directions because, like I said, that's the easy way, okay? So let's, for now, have the right hand be legato and your left hand be staccato. And to wrap your brain around this, you might want to just think that your right hand, you want to think about your right hand, the legato hand. Okay? And you can experiment. Think about the legato hand or think about the staccato hand and see which one is easier for you. Okay, so here we go. For me, it's easier to think about the legato hand and then just have the staccato hand kind of dance around, just like what we just did, okay? So you want to do that with your 1-octave scales and your 2-octave scales. And then switch. So I had the right hand as legato and the left hand as staccato, but now I'll do the left hand legato and the right hand staccato. And then that way you know for sure that you know your scales, and it's a good technique for the two hands. So once you do it with opposite directions, then you want to do it in the same direction as well, legato and staccato. Thanks so much for watching this video on the C major scale on the piano. And once you've mastered the C major scale 2 octaves, you can go ahead and move it up to 3 octaves. And with the legato and staccato exercises as well. So have fun practicing, and be sure to watch other videos on onlineviolin.net.